Yeah, cool. Caught it this time. Except it's taking longer to load. Hi, everybody. I'm IronPsycho, and welcome to another episode of Perfect Date. So we finally got the other chapter 2 done, so we're at it off to chapter 3. And so, if it would let me... Oh, no. Yes, guys, I get it. I gets it. I promises. Alright, and we have Gator. Squid, Salamander, Gator. Oh, man, I should have kept with the S names, huh? It's okay. Gator, 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 Gator. What accent should Gator have? Nako naman. It is a long journey, but my legs are a bit wobbly as I make my way to... Oh man, I'm gonna lose this to an Indian accent. I'm trying to do Filipino. Like, there's an Indian character, isn't there? I should probably save it for him. Nako naman. My legs are a bit wobbly as I make my way to the wooden jetty to meet the security guard who's come to collect me. No, man, I'm gonna lose an Indian. I can't do that. Alright, you guys already read that one. ID. Maybe I can just do my normal voice for this time, just to give myself a break. I'll do my normal voice, because I went super high for the other girl. I roamed around my bag until I found the laminated security pass I was issued with on the main island. On the mainland. Skip. My birthday, are they all just January? I'm getting closer to my birthday, but, like, still a ways off. Skippity skip. Skippity scap scoo. Skippity doo. Come on, follow. Come on then, follow me. That's walking quite a pace to keep up with him. He's not the social type, so we trek along in silence until we're in the camp outside a large tent. He's waiting for you there. How many people have you lost to this island is my, like, legitimate question. Oh, hello. Glad to have you on board, Gator. Shall we just go through a few formalities and then call it a day so that you can get Professor Purrfect. I'm Professor Purrfect. Glad to have you on board, Gator. Shall we just go through a few formalities and then call it a day so that you can get some rest before you start to work properly tomorrow? I would make him Canadian. Maybe I can make him Canadian. Sounds good to me, sir. So first, shall we have a little refreshment? I have water, coffee, or something stronger perhaps. Whiskey? I'll say nothing this time. Nothing for me, thanks. I'm not thirsty. You must keep hydrated even if you're not thirsty. This island gets very hot. Thanks for the advice. We spent the next hour going through my kit. All typical stuff, apart from my super gadget. It's called the catalog. And it does all sorts of swanky things. It even plays music. I meet some local cats and learn how to scan them with it, which is a lot of fun. Finally, I'm sure to my tent to settle for the night. Kitty cat. Alright, is it still gonna be Trixie? While I'm packing, I find something very interesting on my bed. It's a personal journal of the previous research assistant, the one before me. Oh no, before you. As I read, I begin to discover that there are a lot more going on here than I was told about. It's hard to believe the stuff here is true. Maybe the last researcher was prone to flights of fancy. Still, it makes great bedtime story material, and I stay up reading until my eyelids begin to close. Despite my best efforts, I read till the end. I drift off into deep sleep. You're next, Bubba. I wake with a start. I can hear the rustling paper coming from the tent flap. It's a cat with something in its mouth. It's the journal. Wait. Up. Oh well. But has run off into the night. I'm chasing the cat full speed in the forest, and I must get that book back. It has everything I need to know for it. I thought you said we had flights of fancy. Whoa. I start to feel woozy and realize too late that I've straight into the danger zone. I'm going to be sick. Close my eyes and drop to my knees. I put my eyes at Calliope and Stein. It's you. It's always you. Drops the journals in his mouth. I pass out. Damn cats. Oh! Hey, wait, where did I go? Where's Squid? Oh, he's a pretty kitty. Hello. Wait, Floofy Boot. That's not your voice, it's his voice. Well, hello. Can't you hear me?
Are you okay? Here we go again. Here we go again.
Move back a little bit. Let them breathe. How's it been bitten? The Sphinx cat's standing over me, staring as I open my eyes. Yes, definitely bitten. Look at its hand. Look at its hand. Man, I don't ever remember his voice either. I bring my hand up to my face and through my violation I can make several deep scratches and puncture marks. The cats watch me intently. Is this real? I saw something in my journal about kidnapping. Catnapping.
We're sorry. It was the only way.
My head began to clear and I realized that if I can talk to these cats, not only is it true, but it's already too late. I have the sickness.
We need to have a document.
No, we don't know what's going on. I got the sickness. That's why I can hear you. Oh yeah. Look at the Irish. Well done. You really did read it. Most of it, yeah. So, I wasn't entirely wasting my time. Hang on, are you? Figure it out. It's not my problem anymore. The mysterious cat slinks off towards the forest area. Oh, don't worry about them. They're preoccupied elsewhere. I have no choice but to help the kitties. So are you gonna help us or not? Of course I am. You need my help and I need yours. I'm gonna find the antidote. Spoken like a true champion.
Well, let's hope it's third time lucky.
I thought the last one got pretty lucky, actually. Unfortunately, the last one didn't get very far with discovering what happened to our friends. They didn't make the antidote either. I think with their notes to build on, I don't think I'm gonna probably get to the 6th person and it's gonna take forever. I'm gonna crack this. Well, I promise to give it my best shot at least. See, that's my thing. Like, I want to play a part where I don't romance any of them, but then I don't get the research, so it's counterproductive. I'm pretty sure I changed anyways. Oh, sorry, I was clicking. Jolly good show, catalog beeping, right? I have to go to work. I was clicking because I'm pretty sure the dialogue so far is the same until I can do something different myself. I'm just about to enter the lab when I'll do my legitimate work with the catalog beeps. A message without any contact information. Loose lips, sink ships. What do you mean loose lips, shink slips? Shink sips. What did I tell? I remember reading something about the message journal, but I was so sleepy last night I don't recall what it was. I decided to ignore the mystery message for now, or I'll be late to work. The professor is already working when I arrive, but I'm not late. So there's no fuss. I get through the day as efficiently as possible and head back to my tent. As soon as my work is done, I want to get the grips with finding out as much as I possibly can. Doo-doo-doo.
Saving.
Boom, 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 boom. Alright. Probably 2 of these. 1 of these. Oh, Trixie. Sorry, food route next. I'm not sure what to expect. Oh, I'm not sure what to expect. I've come far the forest with Fluffy Butt. Floofy Butt. Ah, my throat's so tired. For what I assume would be a pleasant way to spend my afternoon off work. But I have now discovered that he's billing it as an informative afternoon of instruction and practical participation. That sounds suspiciously like a lecture to me. Oh well, as Professor Bradford would say, a scientist must keep an open mind. This is something I would normally do alone, but you strike me as a like-minded soul, interested in both gastronomical and anatomic pleasures. Perhaps now would be a good time to lay down the blanket I asked you to bring. We don't want to put that tender skin of yours under duress. I lay the blanket on the ground awkwardly and wonder where he's going with this. Relax, Skater. This doesn't usually take very long. Suddenly, without warning, there's a loud pop as the bird plummet out of the sky onto the blanket. Told you so. Oh my, it's 10. As a doornail. But what happened to it? Just the force field, of course. Now enough foolish questions, Gator. Let's get started, shall we? Just like the lectures from Ione. Uni, what exactly are we doing here, Fluffy Book? I told you, don't use that ridiculous name. I prefer Major. If you please. What exactly are we doing here, Major? This is my little surprise. I'm a bird fancier.
Oh, and you fancy your bird's den?
Ah, quite. All the better practice my other pursuits. I know I'm going to regret asking this, but what pursuit would that be, Major? I am a self-taught pathologist. You mean as in post-mortem? Somewhat rudimentary, don't you know? Somewhat rudimentary, don't you know? But I can now find my way around the innards of the average seagull with remarkable dexterity. Yes, well, whatever floats your boat. I'm interested in crossword puzzle myself. Not everyone's cup of tea, but it occupies a light afternoon. Okay, back to the task at hand, Gita. I shall now begin the autopsy. Keep your wits about you. There will be questions at the end. I knew it. This was a lecture. Floopy butt pings out razor sharp claw and begins going to town with the bird. Whoa. My blanket! Incision from sternum to base. On first examination, the skeleton appears to be typical. I note there is no beak in the neck, indicating that the force field rather than the fall killed the bird. I feel rather crazy.
Oh, really?
Yes, the point of interest. Sometimes the initial zap the bird receives from flying into the force field merely stuns them in the impact of the fall which provides the fatal blow. This chap, however, appears to have suffered cardiac arrest. You can see from the size of a lack of therefore of a heart that a major jolt could be enough to induce seizure. Having removed the tiny organ, Major has now begun digging around inside the carcass as he rummages into a lucky dip. Now removing entrails for further examination. Oh, do get a better look, Gator. It's rather revealing. I can see something in its stomach sac. Stomach sac? Looks like... Oh my, it's gold. A lucky day, Gator. Here, with some kind of nugget. No, thank you, Major. I'm not in the mood for playing with the contents of a seagull's stomach. Don't be ridiculous. This is not a game, Gator. May I remind you that we are in the middle of a very post-mortem, and I expect, as my assistant, to maintain professionalism. My stomach is doing flips as I hold the object between my thumb and forefinger. What is this thing? It's so small. It's kind of like a cribis. It's a tooth, Major. It's a golden tooth. Seagulls like shiny things. Ah, good find. You are natural. Can't but wonder why the seagull would have a gold tooth in its stomach. It's a gold thing. It'll shiny. Presumably, Major, this is from the mouth of a human. I think you're probably right. So how did it get into the seagull? With an inquiring mind, you would make an excellent apprentice. If you like, I could pass on to the skills I've acquired. That would be a feather in your cap, eh? I resign myself in the fact that he's not going to be drawn into speculation. Okay, well, I'll bear that in mind, Major. I don't have the heart to tell him that I came from the top of my class of veterinary surgery. And now, to the vector, the spoils. Don't be shy, I've already carved. Oh my gosh, do you mean? Of course, Tuckin, we won't stand on ceremony here. It's a good one too. Plenty of fat. I have to think faster. I really want to eat the raw seagull carved up by a cat on the forest floor. Not seagull. You don't eat seagull. You don't eat seagull. I've seen too many things. You don't eat seagull. It's just bad for you. It makes you vomit up. There's no way it's gonna happen. I don't want to hurt his feelings, but equally I can't afford to be late with the salmonella poisoning. Through people pleasing, cat pleasing even. Oh no, silly me. I didn't realize we were having lunch, and I ate before we came out here. Well, just a taste then. Well, tempting though it looks, I can simply touch a single bite. Nonsense, Gator. I would insist. I would feel a very poor host indeed if my guest refused my hospitality. Oh no, this is going to be harder than I thought. Fluffy Butt is standing in front of me, presenting what looks like a tiny liver of the palm of his paw. I need to think fast. Oh, that's my catalog. I can't hear anything. It's on vibrate. The professor's calling. What a bad timing. Can you believe it? I'm going to have to head off. But our feast. Aw. I can't. It hurts. I'm gonna cheat really quick. Such a shame. Boop, 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 boop. Alright, you guys are gonna see my sad moment of moments. Goofy boot. Boo 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 doo boo doo. Ba-da-boo, boo, ba-doo, boo, boo, doornail, ba-ba-doo, bird and seagull, and we're gonna break it open. Gonna have a moment. What if you ever have a moment to be eating a seagull, don't eat it raw. It's not really healthy. Tuck in. Supposed to be frightfully rude or foo, seeing as he's gone to the trouble of carving. I'm telling me I already had lunch before he came out, but it looks so delicious. I simply must try a bit, a tiny bit, a morsel. Very well, Gator. Then I shall leave you the tastiest part of all, the liver. The cat deftly tears an organ out of the carcass and presents it to me in its flat paw. Very fatty. Oh wow, that's too much, Major. I mean, too generous. As tempting as I am, I couldn't simply. Nonsense, Kate. I insist. I would feel a very poor host indeed if I refused my hospitality. Oh, Cater, you can do this. Think of the liver as onions. And onions, the way Mom makes it. Ew, liver and onions. Where are you from? Okay, breathe. Don't think about it. Just take it slow and swallow it whole, like an iron pill. I'm really gonna enjoy this seagull liver. I snatch it out of the cot's paw and in my mouth before my brain can catch up. Oh no. In my throat. It's lodged. It's in my throat. I can't swallow. What do I do? How do I do? Come on. Crikey, that was a close call. Oh, crikey. Oh, crikey. Are you Brit? Catch the organ in my clenched fist and simultaneously give. Alright. Floofy put the thumbs up. Exquisite. My compliments to the cat. Quite so. Next time, make sure you have an empty stomach, unlike this chap. Floofy holds up the gold tooth and laughs. I try to force a laugh, but I'm suddenly overwhelmed with nausea. I had a truly lovely time here, Major, but I'm afraid I must go now. So soon. Sadly so. Work calls. Well, I suppose it's got to be helped. Then let us do this again soon, eh? As of course, soon. I can hardly wait. As I run home, feeling the slimy, sticky mess clinging to my hand, I curse myself for not bringing my antiseptic gel. Next time, I will be prepared. Taking a sip. Nope, I'm gonna let you guys watch my nonsense and how I did that. Beep, beep, beep. Come on, Floof. Why are we here? Do hold your hands still, Gator. I can hardly see a thing with you shaking like that. I have the binoculars stable in front of Floofy Boots' tiny cat face. He looks ridiculous. If you're not even going to try, Gator, you're shaking like a leaf. My hands are totally steady, Major. Even considering it could just be your eyesight. I'll have you know I have a keen eyes of goat. Goats aren't exactly known for their vision, Major. That's just because the world is full of ignorami. Well, what can you see? I can only see a couple of mules, lazing about, of course, scratching at their fleas, filthy things, I tell you. What? One of the bigger ones is emptying its bladder. That can mean that they do eat and drink on a regular schedule. And if we're able to find out what the water supply is, we can ice it with a mild sedative and bring the incapacitated samples to the beach. And please don't finish that sentence. No cats will be harmed during this mission. Oh, please, the subject will not be harmed, just slightly bewildered for a day or two. But why, Major? Well, to examine it for a start, and also I should like to see how they would react when one of theirs goes missing for change. So angry. Major, I only agreed to help you with this on the promise that you will not attempt to extract any kind of retribution on the elders. Examination is one thing, but if you can't keep your end of the deal, then I'm sorry, but I'm going to have to withdraw. Okay, I'll just observe. I replaced the binoculars in front of the Floofy Butt's keen. I'm just gonna call him Major. In front of Major's keen goat eyes. Well, what do we have here? Find something? I do believe I have. A few new elders here who seem to be meditating. Are you sure they're not just sleeping? Take a look, will you? Tell me they aren't meditating. Whoa. I adjusted binoculars to suit my eyes and quite taken back from what I see. Floopy was right, the cats aren't sleeping, just sitting in a circle around what is by far one of the most stranger landmarks on the island. A large statue of Basket? Basset. Basset? Like a basset hound? Professor Popper has always dodged my questions about one earth the statue of the Egyptian cat goddess of war is doing on the island. I'm even more intrigued now. The cats seem to be listening or contemplating or even meditating. Well, Major, I'm sure there's a perfectly good explanation for the behavior. Cats often behave quite strangely, I found. Well, there's strange, and then there's strange. Well, there's strange, and then there's strange. And my experience teaches me that the type of strangeness that this class are afflicted with is beyond acceptable. I believe the only way to protect us all is from total dissociation. Major, did you hear yourself? We're here practically trespassing on their territory, so that you can spy on them while they're doing whatever it is they're doing, and you want to disassociate from them? One must know thy enemy, Data. How are they your enemy, Major? They've done nothing to you. Oh no, those Muellers are wholly responsible for the problem of this cursed island, and it's about time they were held accountable. They are the carriers of the cat virus. If it weren't for them, you wouldn't be afflicted by this illness. Oh, is that so? Because I distinctly remember it was you lot who deliberately put me in the danger in the first place. The elders are cats. Just cats. Just cats, eh? Oh, I see. I realize what I said, and although I don't intend it in any way, the Major has taken it. I can see how wounded he is. I feel conflicted. On one hand, I want to take a stand against his bigotry. It is not helping our progress, and I believe it may end up ruining our friendship. On the other hand, I know he has a good heart. As Tricky says, he's stuck in his old ways, and it would be wrong for me to start pushing my new views on him. Perhaps I can lead by example and practice a little bit more tolerance myself. I want to stand up for William. Be quiet. Ah, you know exactly what I mean, Major. Don't add me to your list of enemies. Oh no, you're not my enemy, Gator. I'm just very disappointed to find out that you're as gullible as the others, believing those creatures to be harmless. They're not harmless. It's not that they're harmless, it's just like, believing those creatures are harmless, that we ought to embrace them with open arms. I'm not saying that. Those creatures may please stop this ridiculous thinking, or I may have to dissociate myself with you. Oh, really, I don't understand how such a seemingly intelligent human could be so narrow-minded. Oh no, it's one of those. I could say the very same about you, Major. Me? Narrow-minded? I've never heard anything more ludicrous. I have a voracious appetite for knowledge, for the things that interest you. Well, yes, but isn't that the case for all of us? As a scientist, I need to explore beyond what I want to know, beyond what suits my sensibilities. Well, here I am, Gato, exploring what I don't like one bit. He has a smug look on his face, and that's very annoying. Have you ever tried communicating with the elders? He scoffs loudly. The Muellers do not share our language, Gato. How exactly do you expect me to communicate with them? The very notion is laughable. What was it? Here I am, Major, a human, having a two-way, somewhat intelligent discussion with a cat. It's not very laughable, too. Goes uncharacteristically quiet. I sense I've hit a nerve and decided to retreat. Perhaps we're going to have to agree to disagree on this one, Major, or we'll fall out entirely. Quite. Thank you for joining me today, Caleb. I can imagine from here. Your sense is no longer fun. Okay, I'll just put your binoculars here then, shall I? As you wish. I place them over the patch of grass and step away. Flippy eyes them as I watch his brush changes and a lemon draws up on him. He decides not to attempt using them while I am watching. I'll leave it to you then. Yes, thank you, but I'm fine now. I shall be doing other reconnaissance, and I'm better off alone. I feel bad for him, but I don't want to be part of an argument. I'm on feeding duty today. I'll keep something back for you. Come and find me later when you're hungry. Thank you, Greta. Good afternoon. And sorry, I'm drinking water and it's still not working for me. Maybe you should grab tea. He's clearly going to take a while. Oh man, my throat hurts so much. I might actually end this episode a little bit sooner than I expected, just because I really can't today, guys. But as long as I can keep going, make videos for you, it's totally worth it. Okay? He's currently going to take a while to get over this, and I don't want to make things worse, so without saying another word, the tabby and I part ways. As I make my way back to camp, I go over what happens between us, wondering if I could have made you better. Yeah, but I'd rather not be quiet about it. There's no way... Wait, what? Although I may have hurt his feelings, I feel satisfied that tough love was the right way to go. There's no way our friendship could progress without honesty and respect. I have every faith in him, and he'll come by later when his stomach's rumbling. Alright. I'll do one more thing and then I'll sleep. Research. I'll research, sleep, and then call it. The professor assigned me to work on a special subject. I wonder what he means by that. Professor Purrfect. Gator, I have a very important job for you today. It's quite a tricky one, but you have proven yourself to be very capable. I'm certain you can handle it. Follow me. I have a little lady I'd like you to meet. The professor leads me to the research lab in the forest, but instead of going in, he takes me in an area around back. This is our brave little nugget, Ravenpaw. She has to be isolated over here, don't you, Missy? The professor reaches in the cage, which is on the table, picks up the tiny black cat that's sleeping inside. Such a good girl, aren't you? We keep her here, away from the others, because the poor thing is very unwell. Can you see the nasty rash? Professor Purrfect holds out the cat's paw, remains back. It's red and swollen. Ravenpaw looks at me with her big watery eyes, one blue and one brown. They're probably watering because of the medication she's on, but it makes it look like she's bleeding with me. She doesn't seem to be able to eat without assistance either, poor thing. We've been treating her as best as we could, but I'm not sure if she'll make it. Perhaps not even to the end of the week. The professor lets out a sad sigh. You jerk, what are you planning? I have my fingers crossed, though. We didn't give up on any of these cats, do we, Ravenpaw? No, we don't. We're going to have to try and get you all better. I'm pretty sure this is his voice because it feels right suddenly. Professor Purrfect. She's such a pretty cat. Her eyes are enchanting, aren't they? She's a very pretty cat indeed, and she knows it too. You can tell. You know what a pretty thing you are, don't you? I reach out to stroke Ravenpaw, but she struggles away from my hand. She's getting cranky. I think we've kept Grumpy Pants here awake for too long. He puts her gently back in the cage and locks it shut. Ravenpaw seems to fall asleep instantly. I hope I didn't distress her. Oh, of course not. Ada. She's usually very wary of humans before she gets to know them. When I first found the poor thing on the beach, she almost crushed my eyes out in spite of the terribly fragile state she was in. The professor smiles at the memory. She's such a little trooper. She was half dead at first. She's gotten a lot better since then. Honestly, I wouldn't be surprised to see her pull through this. I do hope so, Professor. Quiet now. The reason I brought you here is because regrettably, I wouldn't be able to see through Ravenpaw personally any longer. It's a pity, as she is so used to me now. But there's nothing for it. I have been given extra workload lately, and I need to share out a few of my odd jobs to be accommodated. I thought you'd be the ideal person to look after Ravenpaw for me. Ravenpaw. I've taken back by the professor has trusted me with such responsibility. It's quite flattering until I remember that he doesn't have much choice. Me being the only assistant on the island. Every day she requires a change of dressing, a dose of medication, some cream rubbing into her rashes, and a syringe full of the nutrient milk. This can be quite distressing for her, so I'd like someone with a nice and patient manner to take over for me. Would you be interested, Gator? Of course. I'd love to help out in any way I can. That's what I'm here for. Oh, splendid. I'm so glad. I think you and Ravenpaw will get along famously before too long. She's such a sweet nature. I look forward to it, Professor. Could you start now? Oh, of course. Tip-top. I shall be in the lab if you need me for anything. Please don't be afraid to give me a shout. I'm terribly sorry to burden you with this so suddenly, but I have a lot of work to do right now. Okay, Professor. I feel a little bit A little apprehensive as I watched Professor Prophet retreat into the lab. I didn't realize I'd be expected to do everything right now without training. I missed that part. I remind myself that this isn't an ordinary lab back home. I must try to adapt to the highly piggly what? Shoulda. Rolling. If you've seen Final Fantasy Advent Children, wait, things are done. Take a deep breath. Change your dressing, I can do that. Hello, pretty kitty. I'm very sorry, but I have to disturb you. The small cat lets out a small, sad mew. I lift her out of her cage. Well, I know, life is unfair. Now, where are your dressings? I put Prophet next to the cage on the table. She lays down compliantly. There it is. She lays down compliantly. She obviously knows the routine. She has a large bandage on the side of her ribs. I begin to gently remove it, trying hard to not pull her skin too much. Well, I suppose if we're going to do this every day, might as well get to know each other, right? So, hello, my name is Gator. I'm quite new here. I know your name already. Ravenpaw. Nice name. I brought the professor name. He certainly knows how to pick them, doesn't he? The cat tenses as we remove the last of the plaster and reveal a scar on the patch of bare skin. The professor has shaved her for surgery. Oh dear, that scar looks very tender. I should clean it. Is that alright, Prophet? Let me look. There are some drawers on the table, and I quickly find some antiseptic gel and cotton pads. Now, Ravenpaw, I'm going to live with you. This is going to sting a bit, but please don't take it on me. I'm doing this for your own good, okay? Trust me, you do not want this scar to become infected. That would be disastrous. It'd be catastrophic. The cat stays perfectly still while I wipe at her scar. She doesn't even make a sound. I have to say I'm impressed and a little disquieted. Wow, you're a brave girl, aren't you? Well done. Well, when I was a child, I cut my arm with some thorns and had to have antiseptic put on it. As I remember, I screamed the house down. I carefully put on a clean bandage, trying hard not to stick it to her fur. I suppose the medication comes next, doesn't it? What do we have here? I looked through the drawers to find a box of pre-filled syringes labeled catatonic. I presume you'd be taking tablets at first. The prof said you'd be having trouble with solids, didn't you? Poor thing. Okay, same thing as the last time. Don't shoot the injector. I hold the skin on the back of Ravenpaw's neck tight and go to inject it quickly to get it over with. The syringe is stiff and it takes a lot longer than I expected. Again, the little cat makes no response. Doesn't move aside, almost as if she can't feel it. Good girl. Gosh, you're so tough. You know, I bet you and Mr. and McMurphy would get on like a house on fire. As your program shooting a rattlesnake. McMurphy's one of the coolest people. I mean, I was a little wary at first, but he has this Irish charm that's so hard to resist. I'm really thinking I gave him the wrong accent because everyone keeps talking about his Irishness. Oh yeah. Alright, anyways, the tiny cat's head spins up to look at me.
How do you know he's Irish?
She's talking! My heart lurches in my throat.
Have you got it? You have, haven't you? You're sick. You've got the sickness.
I have a million questions running through my head, but I'm unable to speak.
Listen to me, Owen. You must help me.
I suddenly jolt into my senses. I'm trying to help you, Ravenpaw. Please don't use the cream on me. It burns. It has given me the red patches. I know it hurts, but you have to rub into your wound. Those patches will get dry and itchy and even infected otherwise. No, please, I beg you, Human. That stuff doesn't help. It doesn't. It hurts. I know it feels that way, but I am helping you. I promise. The Purrfect has been caring for you there since he found you. I'd get the sack if your treatment went downhill. That man has only ever hurt me. I'm taken aback. The Purrfect cares for you and only wants the better of you. The cat turns to face away and she's given up hope. It pulls out my heartstrings and I pause for a moment. Nah, I don't trust Crawford. Okay, I'm taking a big leap here. I'm going to give you 5 days without the screen. And if I see any deterioration in your conditions, it's back to a strict regimen for you, Missy. No complaints. Deal? Thank you, Human. Secret desires. Ooh, I unlocked an achievement. Research unlocked 3. Oh my god, am I missing some stuff then? Alright, no, I promised I would rest. Lovely nap and feeling revitalized. Your energy has been restored. Magic! Alright, so for the sake of my throat, and the fact that I got a good 30 minutes down anyways, thank you guys so much for joining me for this latest episode. I really hope you enjoyed it, and I really hope that you like, share, subscribe, but let me know how you feel about them in the comments below. I'm trying to get as many episodes out, and hopefully as soon as I get like back on track after the trip, that I'll be able to have an episode per day without having to do these extra episodes on the side. Because I have no idea what number I'm on. But thank you again so much for joining me, and I hope all of you have a great one. Bye!